Welcome to the Wealth of Knowledge Gardening Edition. Today we're going to be talking about kitchen gardening for the dirty dozen, and I'm Dr. Omilade. Please do remember to subscribe, like, and share this video with someone that you love, and please do check us out on our website at iurban.com. You can also follow us on Facebook and Instagram as well. Remember, it's not just gardening, it's wellness and welcome. Just wanted to say hello to all of our garden lovers and wellness seekers. Today, just wanted to come to you and talk a little bit about how you can garden right at home, have pesticide-free vegetables and certain fruits very easily. Today, we're going to dive into the easiest fruits and vegetables to grow from the Environmental Working Groups list, that Dirty Dozen list, that tells us about those pesticide heavy fruits and vegetables that are usually at our grocery stores. Which ones of those can we grow right at home pretty easily with some very good organic gardening practices? If you want to learn more about which one of those fruits and vegetables you can grow right at home very easily for your family, stick around. So what are we going to cover in this video is what exactly is the Dirty Dozen list, the easiest fruits to grow from the Dirty Dozen list right in your kitchen garden, the easiest vegetables to grow right in your kitchen garden. If you don't have a large growing space, that's no problem. I'm going to give you some solutions for small space kitchen gardening as well. And the main thing, why would you even want to do this? Why grow your own? I'm going to go over some of the benefits of growing your very own kitchen garden and using that Dirty Dozen list as a guide. And when you're ready to start your kitchen garden, I have some resources for you as well. So stick around, we're about to start. Every year, the Environmental Working Group releases the Dirty Dozen list. This is a list of fruits and vegetables with the highest levels of pesticide residues. Pesticide residues are things that are not easily just washed off of your fruits and vegetables. So we're going to be talking about those types of pesticides that actually can get into your body. One example of that is the organophosphate insecticide, which is known to harm the nervous system. So trying to minimize your exposure to those types of pesticides. Sure, you're not maybe not able to remove every single pesticide that you're going to come into contact with, but you can at least reduce how much of that you're consuming and not consuming the ones that have the highest levels of pesticides in your fruits and vegetables for your daily diet. We're not focusing on fruit trees during this presentation because we want to really drill down on those things that you can grow quickly. That doesn't require years of patience for a fruit tree to grow. We'll come back to those on a different day. The number one fruit that you can grow at home, and it's actually number one on the EWG's Dirty Dozen list, are strawberries. Strawberries have the highest level of pesticide residues, and they're actually one of the easiest fruits to grow organically. We'll go over a little bit more on some tips and tricks about growing your own berries for your kitchen garden. And as you see with the visual there, there's a whole list. You can go to the EWG.org website to download your very own Dirty Dozen list and the Clean 15 list. So I do recommend that you go there to grab those particular resources. At the end of the presentation, I also have a list of some resources. So as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to go over some of the easiest fruits to grow from the Dirty Dozen list. And again, strawberries is number one on the pesticide residue list. So definitely go and grab some strawberries for your kitchen garden. The wonderful thing about strawberries is that they are perennials, which means they will come back year after year with good care. So you can buy them once and you'll reap the benefits of them. It's said that some of them can last up to 5 years. I'm up to like year 3 on some of the ones that I have. So absolutely grab some strawberries, and every year, maybe grab a few more to help to replenish and have a new set kind of growing. I don't know, you can never have too many strawberries. So the other ones that are on the, not quite on the Dirty Dozen list, but they're in this like in between level, where they did not meet the criteria for the highest level of pesticides, but they have some pesticides. So it's kind of like, well, it's up to you whether or not you would want to buy them. And that would include your blueberries, your raspberries, blackberries, and things of that nature. So if you choose to do blueberries and raspberries, just know that they usually, especially the blueberries, they prefer a more acidic type of soil. So just be mindful of that before placing them into your garden. So choose the proper location for a blueberry bush. And, we can always go over some optimal locations for your other berry plants. But I would highly recommend, as long as you're not allergic to strawberries, to add strawberries to your kitchen garden because they're very easy to grow, and also they will come back year after year, and you will then have an organic strawberry growing right in your very own garden. Which vegetables are the best to grow in your kitchen garden from the Dirty Dozen list? Believe it or not, leafy green vegetables are on the Dirty Dozen list. So that includes your kale, collard greens, mustard greens, and spinach. Those ranked very high on the Dirty Dozen list for having pesticide residues. Some of the others that are pretty easy to grow in your kitchen garden that are on that list are peppers, all kinds of peppers. That's your sweet peppers and your hot peppers. So everything from the minis to the green peppers, all the way to your various hot, spicy peppers. Believe it or not, also, this one was a surprise on the list, and we're working with the 2024 list, are green beans. Green beans actually tested for the organophosphate insecticide, the one that harms the nervous system. So be sure that you are getting organic green beans or growing your own. Tomatoes, lettuces, and cucumbers, which are very common for especially summertime salads, those actually ranked in that moderate level. So you want to make sure that you're getting them from quality sources or growing your own. In the summer, tomatoes and cucumbers are very easy to grow on your own. Believe it or not, lettuce is typically not a summertime vegetable, even though we think of salads as a summertime meal or treat. They actually are a cool vegetable. So over summertime, be careful with purchasing conventionally grown lettuces. Make sure that you step it up a bit and actually buy the organic lettuces, or you can try to grow your own heat tolerant variety of lettuces. Small space kitchen gardening solutions. This one is near and dear to my heart just because so many people come to me saying, hey, I don't have a huge backyard or even a patio or a balcony, but I want to start growing something. Where do I start? How do I do this? You can absolutely grow different vegetables and some of the berries indoors, believe it or not. So there are many indoor growing hydroponic systems out there. So choose the one that fits your pocketbook and your needs, and you'll be up and running very quickly with growing your own organic vegetables. There are organic hydroponic solutions as far as the fertilizer that you actually can put into the hydroponic system. A lot of people say, oh, you know what, you have to use synthetic fertilizers, and so that turns them off from doing the hydroponic system. There are organic hydroponic fertilizers, believe it or not. So if you need to grow indoors, you can completely do this organically as well. For those that do have patios or just wanting to maybe try out some kitchen gardening first before diving into actually putting in any of the raised beds, you can do vertical gardening and container gardening. These are excellent ways to extend your gardens, and it makes it very movable so that during certain seasons of the year you can move those different vegetables to different parts, maybe into a greenhouse or something else, to help extend your growing season. So there are many solutions in gardening that can help, and you can do this all organically. I've done vertical gardening, container gardening, and indoor gardening. I still do some of these just because it helps me to extend my gardening season. So let's talk about why we're even doing all of this. Besides the wellness benefits of kitchen gardening, few things that stand out as 100% benefits. Believe it or not, over time, you actually start to have savings. You will start to save on the organic purchases. And even though you may think to yourself, well, I don't buy a bunch of organic right now, but you're here because you want to do some pesticide-free gardening. Maybe you're starting to be more concerned about your health, your longevity, your wellness, maybe your kids, and just trying to protect your stem cells, your nervous system, and all of those different aspects of this body that we have. Maybe you're starting to look at things a little bit differently, but those savings will start to build up once you get more efficient with your kitchen gardening skills. From the store-bought options to your homegrown options, fresher is better. Your fresh vegetables have the highest level of nutrition versus something that's store-bought that has been picked before it's even ripe, allowed to ripen, travels over many states to get to you. The nutrition is completely different than something that is picked right then and there and consumed within hours or even sometimes minutes of it being picked. It is the freshest with the highest amount of nutrition. And you're going to be following a lot of organic gardening tips and tricks in your garden, like using compost tea and other types of soil nurturing solutions that you're going to actually be pumping your vegetables full of organic goodness. There's also something interesting that the National Institute of Health, one of their research projects went over was how growing your own food actually increases the amount of fresh vegetables that are consumed overall. And this was for adults and children. And I don't know if you guys, this is something that's kind of funny, but you often, like if you have pets, you're going to see your pets potentially in your garden nibbling on fresh vegetables, and it's most people think like, wow, did the dog just eat kale? Did the dog just eat, carrots? Yes, they actually enjoy fresh vegetables too. So this can be an entire family affair of having fresher vegetables available, and you will see that the diet and the mentality start to change. Everyone in the household will want to have their own little garden space, their own things that they're growing that they're really into and attached to, and then they're consuming those things. They are attached to the growth of those vegetables. They're vested in their well-being of that vegetable that is then, investing into them. And it's really kind of like that circle of life in a sense. And it's a great thing for wellness. So the benefits will outweigh all of those initial costs of course, setting up your kitchen garden in the beginning, getting things and figuring things out. But we're going to help you to really not have as many pitfalls and to know what to expect when you're going to start your kitchen garden. But there's so many benefits out there regarding starting your own kitchen garden and avoiding the pesticides that are being used in some of the conventionally grown fruits and vegetables. Ready to start your own kitchen garden? Well, let's get into it. First off, you're going to design your dream kitchen garden. That's the first step. You're going to think about what is it that you want to see? What do you want to grow? What things do you want to focus on in your kitchen garden? Whether that's making sure that you're sidestepping the dirty dozen list, or if you just have certain things that you want to supplement in your grocery buying and or you want to focus on for wellness. There's even the longevity kitchen garden plan that we can help you to create. Know when to plant for where you live. This is huge. So many people plant out of season and wonder why it didn't grow. Why did gardening sucks? Because guess what? You planted something out of season and you expect it to grow. One of the things that kind of made me laugh about myself personally is growing lettuce. I always thought that lettuce was an all year round thing because guess what? We had lettuce for summer salads, and I never really knew until I got older that lettuce is a cool season vegetable. It doesn't really like the heat. So there are certain varieties that you can grow during summertime, or you switch to different vegetables for summertime for those salads. So knowing what to plant for where you live and what time of season it is, that's what you need to know. Number three is following your planting plan. This helps you to maximize your kitchen garden, what you're actually producing. Don't just blindly throw seeds. Make sure that you are documenting what you're planting in your garden. Have a thought, have a process of what you're doing every season so that you can rotate things out properly to maximize your benefits. Additionally, if you're not quite sure where to start, if you just need some coaching, we're here for you. We're actually kitchen garden consultants, so we can help. Just give us a call or give us an email, and we'll help you figure out what your next steps are. Do you just need coaching, or do you need a full-fledged new kitchen garden plan? Hopefully, this has been very helpful for you to get you started on the right track and to start thinking about your kitchen garden plan, whether you're doing kitchen gardening to replace some of that dirty dozen list, or you're doing something for longevity and wellness. Just get out there. Remember, it's not gardening, it's well. And finally, our resources and references. Be sure to check out our website at oururban.com. The next up is the Environmental Working Group at ewg.org. That's where you can find the Dirty Dozen list and the Clean 15 list. NIH.gov, that's the National Institute of Health, has tons of different research that you can tap into if you want to learn more about some of the different research efforts that are going on regarding nutrition and health and wellness. Please do like, share, and subscribe to our videos, our channel. Share this with a loved one, someone who could benefit from this information. And we'll see you next time here at Wealth of Knowledge by our Urban Wellness. I'm Dr. Omilade. Until next time,